it's too late. All of a sudden, the zombie comes out of the thing that they was carrying him in, and he's not moving like any zombie that I ever seen. This ain't no Walking Dead zombie, no. He's dodging bullets. He's fast as hell. He's taking out soldiers left and right. Was Army of the Dead worth all the hype? We're going to get into that. We're also going to talk about the stars, the soundtrack, the storyline, and we're going to get into a few spoilers with my top 5 favorite moments from the movie. Don't worry, I'll let you know when that happens. But my name is Dorian. This is SEM, and today we're doing a review of Army of the Dead. So I really do like the cast that Zack Snyder picked for this movie. I mean, there are people from other shows that, I loved. They're like my top 5, top 10 shows of all time. So, when you see the actors in this, you're like geeking out. Oh yeah, he's from this, and oh yeah, they're from that. So that was me. But the star of it is Dave Bautista. Now, he is a former WWE superstar. He was a superstar, best believe me. But now he is a full-blown superstar when it comes to acting. He actually commands about $1 million a movie now, so he's doing pretty good. He has such made such movies as Spectre, which is a James Bond movie, which I love James Bond movies, and that was a really good movie. He did a good job in it. He was also in Blade Runner 2049, which was a good movie, but we all know what we know him from when it comes to acting. He's Drax the Destroyer in the MCU, which I heard the third Guardians of the Galaxy might be his last movie in the MCU, which is very sad because, I love him as Drax the Destroyer. I know he feels like the character's kind of silly, but it's needed in that movie. And if you're a comic book fan, we all know what a beast Drax the Destroyer is, so I'll be sad if he gives it up, but it's understandable. Now, next we have Omari Hardwick. Now, for all you big fans of him, I'll get to it in a second. Just give me a second. Now, he is a wonderful actor, and he's made such things as Spike Lee's, Miracle on St. Anna's. He was also in Tyler Perry's For Color Girls, but we all know what we know him from. He's Ghost in Power, which is top 5 of my favorite shows ever. Love Power. Love the character of Ghost. He did a really good job in that. Now, next we have Theo Rossi. Now, for all you fans of a certain show, I'm going to get to that. Just give me a second. He is also a fantastic actor, and he's been in a few things. He was in the movie Red Sands. He is Shay's off of Netflix Luke Cage, which love that show. So sad that they canceled it, but they had to. But we all know where we know him from. He is Juice off Sons of Anarchy. God, it's got to be like top 3. Love Sons of Anarchy. And Juice did a fantastic job in that. Loved his character in Sons of Anarchy. Now, last we have Hiroyuki Sanada. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. He's done most of his work in Japan, but he's made some pretty big things here. He was in the movie The Wolverine, which was probably the best out of all those movies. He was also in 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves, which that was a really good movie. He was in Westworld, which that's another one of my top 10 best shows ever. But he has recently made, and now we probably all know him from being Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie, which I did a review. Should be right somewhere in one of these corners here. And that was just some of the cast of Army of the Dead. Now, the soundtrack I feel was fitting for the movie, which if you can say that about a soundtrack to a movie, then it's a good soundtrack to me anyway. It was a lot of Elvis Presley, obviously, Vegas Elvis Presley. Yeah, had to incorporate that. But they also had some Creedence, Clearwater Revival, and they actually towards the end of the movie, they actually threw in the song Zombie by the original song by the Cranberries, which I thought was very fitting and very appropriate for the scene that they put it in. So I feel like they did a good job with the overall soundtrack. So I enjoyed it a lot. So now, typically, I don't do a spoiler alert until I get to my top 5 favorite moments of the movie. But for me to talk about the storyline, I'm gonna have to spoil the movie. So, spoilers out there, you've been warned. Now, I remember watching the preview of this, and I remember asking myself, I actually said it on the video. How can you have a heist movie in a zombie apocalypse? Because typically when a zombie apocalypse happens, it's everywhere. Well, in this movie, it is not. It is contained in Las Vegas. The military did their job and made sure that it's only in Las Vegas. And a casino owner of one of his casinos has $200 million that is there. Now, he's already been paid by the insurance company, so it's really no skin off of his nose. And what he wants Batista to do is to make a team to go in there to get that $200 million, and he's willing to share 50 million of it. Now, they have a certain amount of time to get this done because the president has ordered that he is going to nuke Las Vegas. So they got to get in there, get the money, and get the hell out of there before, they get nuked. So I like the storyline. It's a really good premise, and obviously the $200 million is not the real reason why the casino owner wanted them to go in there, but I won't spoil that part. You can watch the movie and find out exactly why they really wanted to go in there. So, but it's a really good storyline, and I thought it fit the movie really well. I know you're saying you already put up the spoiler alert. I know. Problem is that I used a spoiler to pretty much announce my top 5 favorite moments from the movie. I don't have a top 5 favorite moment sign. I guess I can make one, but I don't have one right now. So I had to put it up there again so I can announce this is going to be my top 5 favorite moments from Army of the Dead. Don't judge me. So at number 5, I got the beginning of the actual movie. Starts off where there's like this military convoy and they're hauling something very secretively, to the point that the soldiers that are in the convoy don't know what they're hauling. They're just hauling it because soldiers follow orders. And the 2 guys that are actually hauling the payload are arguing back and forth about what it is and so on and so forth. They even have a long discussion about how it possibly could be aliens because they just left, Area 51 or something like that. So, on the other end of the highway, there we go, you have this couple that decides they're headed to Vegas to get married, I guess. They're probably a little bit inebriated, and as they're driving, the girl decides to do something naughty with the guy. The guy's getting into it. He's not even paying attention to what he's doing. He's on the wrong side of the road. Plow! Runs right into the convoy. Actually, one Humvee got out the way, but the other one that's hauling the payload, everybody died. It was bad. And the payload all of a sudden is on the highway, and it's I guess it got knocked open. And the guy that's in charge of the convoy radios back to headquarters and explain what happened, accidents, fatalities. What should we do? And the lady on the other end is like, all right, you need to get your people, get out of there. And he's like, what? And then she literally goes, you need to shut the F up, get your people and get the hell out of there. It's too late. All of a sudden the zombie comes out of the thing that they was carrying him in, and he's not moving like any zombie that I ever seen. This ain't no Walking Dead zombie, no. He's dodging bullets, he's fast as hell, he's taking out soldiers left and right. It was crazy. Pretty much the scariest thing that I would ever see, because I'm a Resident Evil fan, and I really wouldn't want my zombies moving like that, because what can you do then? So that's my number 5 moment. So at number 4, I have the tiger scene. Now, the casino owner sent in one of his guys with the team. like I said when I was breaking down the storyline, it wasn't about the money for the casino owner. It was about something else, and the guy was taking care of that something else, and everything was going according to his plan. He was about to get away with it, and then he ran into Siegfried and Roy's tiger, or one of them, who is now zombified. And if this is how a tiger really attacks people, oh my god. It was crazy. Slinging them around, playing with them, toying with them, just giving them all kinds of injuries and just making sure he couldn't move properly. I mean, it was crazy. He was just toying with him. And then when he felt like ending it, he ended it in a horrible, gruesome fashion. It was crazy. So that was my number 4 moment. Now at number 3, I have the neck snap. Now, I've seen some pretty good neck snaps in my day. I'm a comic book fan, so I saw how Wonder Woman pretty much snapped the neck of Maxwell Lord. It was pretty gruesome, especially for a comic book. Also, just recently, I watched the Invincible TV show, and the first episode, they got Omni-Man snapping War Woman's neck. That was pretty crazy. Plus, I did a review. Just check your top right-hand corner; it'll be there. Getting better at that, ain't I? But this one was pretty crazy too. So Batista is talking to this one girl that he recruited on his team. I guess they were a thing back in the day, and they kind of ended it, and they're starting to rekindle everything, and everything's going good. She's about to help him find his daughter, and then they go to the elevator. Elevator opens up, bunch of zombies in there, and the lead zombie grabs her by the head and snaps her neck to where she is now looking at her butt. And they even have like a splash of blood. It was crazy. And I was like, oh, that was horrific. But then Batista goes crazy, and you can tell this man is a zombie killing machine. He starts taking zombies out. I mean, runs out of bullets, starts beating them with his gun. I mean, it was crazy. But then there was this one zombie, like he was going at it, and dude, the choreograph was great. He was moving left and right, dodging this, dodging that, jumping over. It was crazy, but Batista took him out too. So that was a really good scene. That was my number 3 moment. So at number 2, I have the Batista death scene. Yes, I said spoilers ahead twice. And also too, you're probably saying, well, he's the main star. How's that number 2 moment? Trust me, I'll get there. So Batista's fighting the head zombie in the helicopter, and the head zombie is getting in his, you know what? I mean, he's taking it to him, breaks Batista's arm. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, so they're going at it, and this head zombie actually bites Batista. So you know what was eventually going to have to happen. So finally, his daughter helps him, gets the gun back. He takes the gun, shoots the zombie in the head, and some blue stuff comes out. Yeah, this is a weaponized zombie. Government's weaponizing zombies. Can't trust government people. I should know. I used to work for them. And so they land a helicopter. Actually, it crashes, but Batista and his daughter survive. And it's a crazy moment because they know what's about to happen. And Batista actually had a wad of money that was given to him throughout in the movie when they first got to the casino. And he gives it to his daughter. He's like, it's not much, but it'll help you, get the kids out of the camp and do whatever you need to do. And then slowly but surely he starts to turn, and then his daughter has to shoot him. So that's my number 2 moment of the movie. So at number 1, I have the ending. Now I gotta give you a little bit of backstory to get to the ending part. So Omari, aka Ghost, there's this guy that they recruit to break into the vault, right, of the casino. And I believe he's German or French. I believe German. And because he has an accent. And he's trying to, he's not a soldier. And at first Ghost's like, man, why are we taking this dude? But then he gets to, start to like him, teach him how to shoot, so on and so forth, starts to look out for him. Well, the lead zombie is making his way to them. And Ghost is like, and the lead zombie actually is smart enough to wear a metal helmet so he doesn't get shot in the head. It's pretty crazy. And so Ghost realizes that he's gonna have to fight this dude, and so he tries to fight him, and obviously he gets his butt kicked, and he's getting beat down left and right. So the head zombie is about to take him out when the safecracker goes and throws Ghost into the vault, and then closes the vault on Ghost, and he pretty much stays out, so he dies a gruesome death, and Ghost gets locked into the vault. Well, obviously from my number 2 moment, you saw the nuke hit, and so I'm thinking, well, I don't care, you're in the vault, Ghost is dead. He winds up coming out and he survives the nuclear blast, but he's at ground 0. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, you survived, but you ain't gonna survive the nuclear radiation. So it's curtains for him, right? But you see him get out, he's all seeing if anybody was alive, and ain't nobody else alive. It's nuclear blast. And so he's making his way, and he has the money, right? So he's dragging his money, gets to a car, drives a car, gets a private plane, pays in cash. First, they didn't want to help him out, but put the cash on the table. Money talks. And he's on a private plane. He's flying with the stewardess, and he's like, oh, toast with me and so on and so forth, and all this other stuff. And he gets a little dizzy. I'm thinking, oh, there goes the nuclear radiation starting to set in. So he about to be a goner. So he's like, no, I'm okay. So let me splash some water in my face. So he goes, splash water in his face. I'm thinking, yeah, you probably glow in the dark. You probably got so much nuclear radiation on you. No, it's not even it. He got bit. And then he starts laughing. And they're headed to Mexico. That's what the pilot's saying. So yeah, Mexico, you're next. You're about to have a zombie apocalypse. So that was my number 1 scene from the movie. See, I'm a Jay-Z fan, and I really wish I could just take from one of his songs where he says, "This is just my thoughts," but I can't because I don't want Jigga to hit me with a copyright strike. So, oh well. So, Zack Snyder made Dawn of the Dead, which I watched way back in 2004. I was like 24 years old, fresh out the Army, and I told you I work for the government, and I really liked that movie. It was really good, and this one was really good too. Slightly better, I feel like. I mean, he did a really good job. I thought he did a good job in Justice League. I'm not even going to get into all that because a lot of people hated it. I didn't. I liked it. I mean, I enjoyed all 4 hours of it actually. So, but I guess I'm in the minority when it comes to that. So, but no, I feel like he did a really good job. Like I said, who knows? They might have left it open for a part 2 to where now, Ghost is now, which would be a good nickname for a zombie, Ghost. I guess he might be the lead zombie, and he's going to raise some hell in Mexico. So who knows? They might be able to bring in Antonio Banderas to help out on things. That sounded stupid, I know. I'm in it now. In saying that, if you are new here to SEM, please hit the subscribe button and become part of this SEM Nation. Once you become part of this nation, that bell notification, when the video comes out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Dorian. This is SEM. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Really appreciate it. And you guys have a good day.